So keep that in mind as we go through the fight. And now we go to the ring. And coming out of the red corner in the blue shirt, that is Kennedy McKinney. Now living in Killeen, Texas. Jemel Hinton from District Heights, Maryland, is in the white. He's fighting out of Sugar Ray Leonard's club. Graduate of Eleanor Roosevelt High School last year. He's in the white, and Kennedy McKinney in the blue. McKinney is more of an upright fighter, more of a counter puncher than Hinton. Hinton, on the other hand, will point you a little bit, sets his feet wide apart. That gives him the foundation for some very good power. But right there is an example of where McKinney hopes to work best today. There's a good short right hand inside by Hinton that jarred McKinney. But McKinney is hoping that combinations, and particularly the quick combinations at range, will help him in controlling the power of Jemel Hinton. Now, Hinton defeated McKinney on points in the finals of the National Amateur Championship. Hinton will sting you. Alex Wallow scheduled to be with us on these telecasts this weekend. His health not permitting him to make the trip. We hope he'll be able to join us next weekend in Las Vegas for the box office. He feels much as I do and the rest of us about these young people. You've got to believe in them and give them support and help them. And this group of young Olympians looks very, very promising. It's been a long, bumpy road to get this far, and it ain't over. Jemel Hinton in the white. Kennedy McKinney in the blue shirt. Good, hard, straight right hand whipped in there by Hinton. I tell you one thing, Kennedy McKinney cannot stand in front of Jemel Hinton, give him that much of a target. If he does, Hinton's going to pick him to pieces. The referee in this fight is Carmen Williamson. He does not have a vote. The judges are Jerry Dusenberry, Ray Cartier, Elmo Adolph, Bill Wackerly, and Vern Sweeney. They do all the balloting. Carmen Williamson, retired now after some 43 years as a government employee. Working for 43 years, Carmen said it was time to go really enjoy things, and he's doing it. And there's a wicked combination right there by McKinney. Very good counterpunching on the break. Hinton stepped in, threw his punch to the body, and McKinney made him pay for it. Both fighters landed in that exchange. Come off about even, and that's a good shot by McKinney again to the head of Hinton. The left hand is pretty stiff, put out there by McKinney. And round one to go. Round number two. At 119 pounds bantamweights, Jemel Hinton in the white and Kennedy McKinney in the blue. I would say coming off that first round, it's probably very close in the scoring. I thought McKinney might need to be a little bit busier because it was Hinton who made much of the fight. So McKinney scored well as a counterpuncher, but you've got to help make the fight. Otherwise, it'll hurt you when it comes time to total the points. Jemel Hinton's younger brother, or older brother, Van Daly, lost in the quarterfinals here in the trial. Flurry on the ropes, good right hand thrown by McKinney. But Hinton pins him right back into the ropes and pummels him. Finally, McKinney fights his way off, but Hinton right now is having the better of this flurry. That's a hard left straight to the face by Hinton. They have met one time previously, as we told you. And Hinton won the national championship over McKinney, and that's a slip. Got his feet tangled up. Got his feet tangled up. So they wipe the gloves and they go back at it. He started to step across, locked his feet, lost his balance, and down he went. That's a pretty good combination work there by Kennedy McKinney. Of course, one of the things you can see some of the teachings here for Jemel Hinton by his coach, Junius Hinton. When stung, fight seriously, and he has done that. And McKinney has stung him some. Hank Johnson is the coach of McKinney. That staggered Hinton. May not have hurt him, but it certainly snapped his head back, and it stopped him in his tracks. So maybe the best blow of the fight, at least the most obvious, by McKinney. McKinney wearing the Army headgear because that's the club he's working out of. Hank Johnson, of course, Army coach, brother of Marvin Johnson, the light heavy champion. Remember that? Winding down to the final seconds, and this is not McKinney country. This belongs to Hinton. Jemel's got him pinned on the ropes and doing the scoring there. It remains, however, a tough, close fight at 119 pounds. This is about as much action as you could hope for as McKinney lands the good left hook. I think the 119 pounds is still on the line. That was a furious round of action with both men scoring heavily. McKinney much busier in that second round, and the decision may very well hang here in round number 3. Hinton, feet wide spread, good foundation. Not all that much movement by Hinton. McKinney trying to get off a little quicker now to take some of the sting out of the charge from Jemel Hinton, because when he comes loaded. McKinney so far now able to peck away and get off first with that jab, and it'll do just what you saw there, just enough out of balance to make the retaliation short. Carmen Williamson is the referee. Hinton working to the body and doing it well, and a hard right coming over the top. McKinney comes back with a wicked combination to the head of Hinton. Boy, this is a tough fight, 119 pounders. Hard right hand by Hinton, good left hand by Hinton. That hurt McKinney, but McKinney still has that left hand. He said last night with that bright, sunny smile that he carries around, he said, "I can fight. I'm mean enough. I'm tough enough." Good left, good right by McKinney. Furious flurry again, and it probably comes off about even. McKinney beats him to the punch. Now the corner told to stop coaching. You can't coach during the course of the fight. Crowd doesn't know that. They hoot. They'll jump your bones in international competition for that. Sometimes they can penalize your fighting. McKinney, Hinton pinned on the ropes, but Jemel fights his way off the ropes. You're going to need some sharp pencils for this one. Even though sometimes it comes down as a 5-0 decision, it can be very, very close on each of the scorecards. Kennedy McKinney in the blue, Jemel Hinton in the white. Hinton trying to come in for a closing flurry in the final half minute. And he's got McKinney pinned on the ropes. And Carmen Williamson is letting them stay there as long as they're fighting, and they're fighting. Now McKinney goes to the hook. Good right hand by McKinney. Now Hinton is in the corner, and it's McKinney doing the heavy scoring right here. Hinton may be in some trouble. McKinney keeps him there and scores with 3 successive hard rights. A good left and a standing 8 count by the referee, Carmen Williamson. This may have some impact on this fight as we come down to the close of it, because it was a furious rally by Kennedy McKinney. The crowd roaring from that one, and if they don't like it, I don't know what in the world it'll take. We'll be back after this commercial and a message from our local stations. All right, here's your decision at 119 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, a unanimous decision. The winner in the red corner, Kennedy McKinney.
Kennedy McKinney. McKinney gets the call, and that, I think, can be safely considered something of an upset. But you saw that huge, furious closing rally of McKinney. And he simply had Jemel Hinton in the corner and wouldn't let him off the hook. And pinned there, he pounded him. He landed 3 good, hard right hands, 2 of them there. And Carmen Williamson finally decided, that's enough. I want to give this young man a standing 8 count. And he did. And shortly after the 8 count, the bell sounded, the fight ended, and Kennedy McKinney has himself a unanimous decision. And where is my microphone? I'm going to be talking to him right here. Look right in there, Kennedy. You said yesterday, I was kidding him a little bit yesterday. See that scar? He says that's not from boxing, that's from playing basketball.
Yeah.
But he says, I'll fight. I don't know, that sunny smile I carry around is deceiving. Well, you were right.
That's right. I told you I could fight. And I showed it right there. I fought, right? I had a grudge against him because he beat me in the finals of the National. So I had to prove something to him. And I think a lot of people thought that I won in the Nationals, and I didn't get the decision, but right here, wasn't no doubt.
No, there wasn't.
I'm champ.
The closing flurry, there have been times, I think, when someone may have suggested that you might have worked a little harder, so you carried that stamina into the final minute of the fight.
Yeah.
Boy, you sure had it today.
Oh, yeah. I worked hard for it. 30 days of hard training up in the mountains of Arizona. Hey, I deserve it. I worked for it. When you work hard, good things come to you. And I think I deserve that one.
Well, there's nobody in this building going to argue with you, my man.
I know that's right.
Now you go on to Las Vegas and the box off, which means you've got 1 more or maybe 2 more hard fights.
1 more. Ain't gonna be 2 more. It's 1 more hard fight. Whoever it may be him, it might be Mike Collins. I beat them both. I beat them 1 more time. Because I know I'm on the verge. They got to beat me twice, and I don't think they can do it. I don't think so.
You want that gold, don't you?
I want that gold.
Attaboy.
Thanks a lot.
Kennedy, it's nice to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kennedy McKinney. What a heck of a fight.